Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. One of the things he has reiterated to his offensive coordinator is he wants his quarterback to break that school record for passing touchdowns in a season. Now, obviously, they are going to have a balanced game plan. When they're in the red zone, they're going to take the best play available. But it is in the back of their mind. They want their quarterback to go down in history, and they have a big opportunity to do that here today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perez. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. Not much there. He gets one to the 11. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Uh-oh, look out. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll line up for a second down play. Throwing, Carr. On the run, fires downfield. Pick off! What a play by this defense! A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Tough run here. It's Cobb. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Play action, C.J. Carr. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk. And they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll send the back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Drag down.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
From the gun on third down, Carr finds his big tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. C.J. Carr firing again. Fires it incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Keeps it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They send the tight end in motion. Going to the run, it's Mobley. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Here's Carr to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. They'll operate out of split backs. He'll try to do it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Still running at the 40. Bring him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Drives inside. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Making the adjustment. Here's a give to Washington. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Washington. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. From deep, it's Barres. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Carr. Right side, it's Gilbert. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And after one period of play, let's take a look at the start for these two wide receivers. First play of the period, first down here. On the move. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Just too much mustard on that one. Missed the target that badly. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always around.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Carr on play action. Fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Second and long here. Keeps it moving. It's Mobley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Carr above the noise. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So it really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Out wide right, it's Johnson. There he goes. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Carr. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Quick give, it's Mobley. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Right side, it's Gilbert. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Going to try to get it himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Left side, it's Johnson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Cobb. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Hard running there. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Brown wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. On the return, it's Young. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Turns upfield. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. Stopped right there.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Looking left. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 30.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return. That was not a great throw. might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the back.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Eccles. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Auburn going to work with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Sends it back in motion. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On the move. He'll pull it down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Singleton. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught on the RPO. Stop right there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Hits inside. It's Cobb. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Motion from the back. They'll run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Running inside. It's Mobley. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. They're all over him. Left side, it's Mobley.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To throw, it's Carr. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Carr. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's Carr to throw. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Mobley. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Touch! Fighting Irish gets it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they swarm him under. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Rush is on. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Third and short now from their own 48. Carr. Caught. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Rush right in his face. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Play action, Carr. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Throwing, Carr. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Gilbert. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to go. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Porter. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to throw it. Look out! He's on the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Carr from the gun on third down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance